Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is TomTuffnuts coming at you with another music reaction. Today, we have returned with the most amazing female singer I've ever heard. Sohyang. He is had her quite a few times here on the channel, and we've had tons of requests and comments saying, "When's your next Sohyang reaction?" Well, life got busy working on things at our house, and no, I'm sorry for putting it off, but I have returned, and one of the most highly requested reactions that I've had for Sohyang is Whitney Houston's probably greatest song of all time, at least most well-known probably, I Will Always Love You. I've heard this covered by more than a handful of different singers, male or female, and there's definitely been some really good covers, but man, when I first listened to Sohyang, she immediately gave me a lot of similarities to Whitney, as well as some other big pop singers, Mariah Carey, and singers like that. And that was the first thing I noticed about Sohyang. I was like, so for the fact that she's about to perform Whitney Houston original, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I have heard one other song that she did of Whitney's. Why can't I think of it? I Will Have Nothing. And that blew my mind, absolutely blew my mind. But I'm way more familiar with this song, so I'm really excited to check it out, and I hope you are too. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. That way we can keep Sohyang here on the channel and continue to reacting to her, because I only find these reactions because of you guys, and you're requesting them. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. You're ready, I'm ready. Okay, starting the day off with some Sohyang. Let's do it.
If I should stay, I would only be in the way, so I'll go.
It's windy over there. Jeez.
I'll think of you every step of the way.
Very soft. Beautiful.
And
already got goosebumps. I'm glad I got this hoodie on right now, because it'd be extremely cold in here, like a freezer. Really interesting. I like that it's outdoors. I think they're on like some type of pier, which is really neat. Outdoor performances are always interesting because they are very hit or miss, especially with like a full-on band, just because the sound is to playing inside an arena or inside a building itself. It's a lot easier to contain the sound if you do it right. As to where outside, you don't have as many, especially where they're at. There's not as much structures or buildings in the way to kind of make that sound really like pop, which is fine, because honestly this sounds really nice, and they don't have to have a full band here. It's just a lot of vocals, a very soft melodic piano, the way that Whitney usually performed it. I enjoy that she's sticking very close to the original, but if there's one thing I know about Sohyang and all the other live performances I've heard of her, especially when it comes to the covers, eventually she kind of twists it into her own way of performing it, which is really interesting and unique to me. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. If she does do that, either way, I'll be happy and satisfied. Just for the first minute and a half, I'm very satisfied. The most beautiful, soft, pitch perfect vocal that you could listen to, ladies and gentlemen. But let's keep going. So far, incredible.
Darling, I love you. is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye. Please don't cry.
Perfect.
We both know I'm not what you need, and I will always love you. I will always love
Man,
you.
dude, I mean, she she's flawless as far as like nailing the runs that Whitney did as well. I never really listened to Whitney Houston sing live. Specifically, I always am used to like the radio version and kind of basing it upon that. But I'd be curious to hear Whitney sing it live and just kind of hear how she performed it. And not to compare the two because they're each incredible in their own unique ways. It's just really cool to see someone like So Young be able to, I guess, take the reins and, kind of fill that void that we had lost years ago when Whitney passed. So it's really cool to see something like that because when it comes to a lot of great artists or sports stars and things like that, a lot of people are like, oh, there'll never be another one of those ever. And well, yes, there will be. And sometimes in most cases, they'll even be better, which is really cool because that's just music adapts, sports adapts, all that stuff. So eventually there's always going to be somebody better. It's just how long is it going to be, right? But I'm loving that. Like I said, this is very much the original, and the buildup is just really starting to rise as the song goes, which is really cool. But man, she just nails these runs so perfect. It's crazy. It's crazy to listen to her, but let's keep going. I love that the guy has an AC/DC shirt on in the back. I just noticed that. That's her doing her thing. What I was talking about earlier, kind of changing it for herself. She's just fully into it. I love it.
And I hope you have all you dreamed of, and I wish you joy and
There's that gospel.
happiness. But above all this, I wish you love.
Take me.
And I will always love you. 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 I will always love you.
Incredible control.
Darling, I love you. I will always love you.
Beautiful vocal outro. My goodness. Oh, she's just it's on a whole different world when it comes to singing. I'll tell you what, man. I was actually so this must have been I'm assuming like a full on, not a full on, but kind of like a concert. I'm curious the reasoning of where they're at. Maybe it's somewhere in the captions up here, but I don't know Korean translation. Why they were playing out on like a pier? It's interesting because there was a crowd and there are people in uniform, so I'm not know if they're like singing for dock workers or whatever it may be. Um, but I was wondering, maybe there's other performances of this specific concert um, of some other songs because there's one, two, three, maybe even four different other people there as far as that I would assume would be more backup vocals, and we didn't get them in here, that, at least that I saw. Um, but yeah, I would say So Young, like I said, she has a way of kind of making it her own, and she did it a little bit. Not she didn't, but the nice thing I love so much about it is that she didn't have to go over the top with it. Like we all know what she's capable of. If you've listened to So Young before, you know she's just out of this world vocally. Um, but she gave a lot of respect to the song and didn't have to like elevate it because that song is already a masterpiece. There's nothing else you need to add to it. Um, what I the biggest thing I love about So Young, besides her voice, obviously, is how emotionally invested she is. See it all over her face when she sings. It's it's very contagious and just makes you smile when you hear her, watch her especially. I'm very thankful for somebody to be able to give life to this song again and just make it incredible to listen. Thank you so much for that, So Young. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, but most importantly, hopefully you enjoyed this incredible live performance of So Young performing Whitney Houston's original "I Will Always Love You." Actually, is it Dolly Parton that originally made that song? I actually think it's Dolly Parton. You guys have to let me know down in the comments, but also let me know what you guys thought of the performance itself, and if you guys have any other So Young requests or just other requests in general, throw them down in the comments as well, guys. It's good to be back. I'm glad I finally got back to you guys with another So Young reaction. There will be a lot more on the way. Thank you so much for watching. I'm TomTuffnuts signing off. Take care, be safe, and goodbye, friend.